Hello and welcome. So this is just a basic guide on how to replace a battery in semi-modern laptops and how to upgrade the hard drive to a 2.5-inch SSD and also do the Windows installation. This unfortunately does not have a clone guide in it, but I should be having one of those up soon, or maybe I already do. I'm not sure. So step one here is obviously to remove the bottom screws on the bottom panel of the laptop. Some laptops will be straightforward and you will see the 6 to 10 screws. Some will not be so straightforward and you will have to actually pry off the little feet and access the screws from there. Step two is to make sure the battery is unplugged from the motherboard and be gentle with the connector. There might be tape on it, tape holding it to the motherboard or holding it to the chassis. Just watch out. Then you're going to want to remove the screws from the battery itself, clips or screws or anything that's in the way. And also you'll see this little silver ribbon cable that's running across the battery over to the daughter board. Some laptops will have different forms of that, so you have to watch out for that. You'll see me unclip it. If you're not familiar with the connector, look it up. Do not break it. Look and see, find a video of someone taking off that specific connector if you're not sure how it comes off. Taking the 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes even to research and figure out what the heck you need to do is worth it. Because breaking these tiny little things and having to send them in to get micro soldering work is not fun and expensive, especially when it could have been prevented. And step 4 is grab your new battery and throw it in. Make sure there's no wrappings or peels or anything on the batteries before you install them. Also, just like a car, if you're replacing a part in your car, compare the new part to the old part. It's always a good idea. You'll see me reconnect the battery here. It's probably not the best idea since we are working on the hard drive. I would wait to connect the battery until afterwards. It's not the end of the world. Unplugging the hard drive is not going to ruin your computer if the battery's plugged in, but it's a good idea to wait, probably. Or it's good advice, I'll say. I don't know if it's a good idea or if it makes any difference at all when unplugging a hard drive, but having power to a board that you can touch is probably not a good idea. Reinstall the screws into the battery and you're done with the battery. Really simple. MacBook batteries are a little harder. Some of the super thin laptops are super pain in the butt. Alright, grab your new SSD and get it ready for installation. just like with the battery, compare it to the old one. So now go ahead and remove the old drive. There may be screws, there may be not. There may be some, rubber sidings that you have to take over to the new drive. Or actually you don't, because it's an SSD, but you don't want it flapping around in your chassis. I'm just going to put these guys back on so it can firmly fit in there. And there's some plastic molding on the bottom panel that kind of, fits it, seats it in there, so it doesn't move. I'm not a fan of it, but I prefer if it would be screwed in. Not the end of the world. Asus seems like they know what they're doing, or did back in the day. Not a fan of their scummy crap now. So, if everything's plugged in and you're good to go, you're pretty much done. Give the bottom panel a clean, and if you have a can of air, blow out the fan. And then you're pretty much good to go as far as the hard drive or hardware side. You can go ahead and screw on the bottom panel, and you can move on to installing Windows 10. So yeah, you just go ahead and grab your Windows installation media. You can go on to the website, the Microsoft website, and actually just Google search Windows installation media, and you can go to this little thing, this Microsoft website, and it will basically ask you to download this little media creation tool, and you insert a USB that you don't want to make sure it doesn't have any data on it, and follow through with it and install Windows onto the USB, and then you can go through and do this process here. Or if you just have one that you bought or whatever. But yeah, you'll have to insert it into the USB drive on your computer and find out how to boot to it. Most computers will have different keys that you would have to press, whether it be F9, F10, F12, delete. You can just do a quick Google search on your manufacturer and find out how to do that.
What happened? She does know that she's in serious trouble.
I really didn't want things to happen like this. This sucks. I'm so sorry. You're probably gonna go to jail.
So with Windows 10 here, you definitely, it all depends on if you want to create a local account or a sign in with your Microsoft account. If you want to create a local account, do not connect to the internet. It's that simple. If you want to sign in with your Microsoft account, connect to the internet and sign in normally.
Urgent enough. Talk to a doctor.
While the suspect is detained, other officers begin to sweep the house. What
possess a 12-year-old little girl to stab a little twist. Yeah, there's a picture of him right there on the wall. That girl's got to be some issues.
Officers put the girl in front of a squad car while her hands are cuffed behind her back. A Tulsa officer then sat with her and did his best to keep her calm. Occasionally, he would get out of the car to talk on the phone, and the girl would talk to herself. While the girl was in the car, her mother was speaking with a different officer at the hospital where her son was undergoing surgery.
12-year-old daughter, I don't understand why she would do something like that. She's 12.
I cannot imagine what you're going through right now.
She's never been like aggressive or anything.
Yeah.
I don't like her. Like they bully each other like brother and sisters, but they never like fist fight or do anything like that.
So
It was
this is
just
completely.
he was in bed. He was downstairs trying to sleep. I don't know why she went down there. Like, what the hell was she? I don't understand any of it. All I know is I heard him screaming, the worst scream ever. And I thought maybe he was having a nightmare, so I started trying to wake him up. And there's blood everywhere. And he said, "She stabbed me. She stabbed me." I was like, "No." And he started going in and out of consciousness, and so that's what they told me to put him on the floor, do chest compressions, and I couldn't find my daughter anywhere. Was screaming her name, and she ran out after she did it because she was scared. And she's not a bad kid. Like, she doesn't do bad things. You know what I mean? Like, she
Totally
doesn't get in
out of
trouble. It was weird, yeah.
The mother reveals that her son typically doesn't sleep downstairs, but she allowed him to that night.
I should have told him that he could sleep downstairs, and I said yes. She would have said no.
Well, there's nothing. Don't blame yourself for any of this.
I didn't protect him. I didn't know she was gonna do something. No, like,
It's
how
not
was
your
I
fault.
supposed to know?
It's not you.
I know, but I feel like I didn't protect him. Like, this is his home. He's supposed to feel safe.
Around 2:30 a.m., the 9-year-old died from his wounds. The 12-year-old suspect was taken to the Polson County Family Center for Juvenile Justice to meet with detectives and be reunited with her mom. Because of the age of the suspect, police in the district attorney's office have been tight-lipped about the case. Her mother told media outlets that her daughter had some kind of manic episode that may have been related to a medication. It's unknown what charges, if any, will be filed.
Flintstones vitamins are the #1 pediatrician recommended children's vitamin brand.
Next, we're back in Florida. This time, it's Port Orange. That's where police arrested an 11-year-old child for apparently prank texting 911. It's Wednesday, July 26th, 2023. A dispatcher with the sheriff's office got a message around 9:45 a.m. about a suspicious incident reported by text message. The texts were from a girl saying her 14-year-old friend had been kidnapped by someone in a white van. She said the person had a gun and was traveling on I-95. She also told the dispatcher she was in a blue Jeep following the alleged kidnapper. The sheriff's office says the girl continued to communicate with dispatchers for an
So yeah, just make sure you have the right drivers for your PC. Do a little research and find out which drivers you need. Go to the manufacturer's website and go to the driver's section, support section, and just do a little research and download the right ones if need be. Mostly, in most cases, they will download them themselves, especially with Windows 10 and 11. All you have to do is just go into settings and, search for updates, and you'll see them start to download. But some systems, you do have to go get certain, drivers for certain card readers and different things. Well, that's it.
My gun is going in its holster. It's at this point
Working on shit.
finds out the boy's age. 14.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was helpful.